Welcome, in you beautiful soul. The world, as you may have noticed, feels as though it is spinning a little faster these days. There is a certain quality to the air, a quickening of the pulse of daily life that many are beginning to perceive. Some people have given this period of transformation a name: Ascension. In its simplest terms, ascension refers to the idea that our planet, the Earth, is undergoing a significant shift. It is rising in what some describe as light frequency. This is not necessarily a mystical concept, but rather a way of describing an influx of new, higher vibrational energy that is bathing our world and everything within it. This process promises growth and evolution. But like any profound change, it can also feel quite challenging and unsettling. This new energy, this increased light, is said to be accelerating change on both a planetary personal scale. Think of it like a river that has suddenly begun to flow much more rapidly. The increased current can carry us to new destinations with greater speed, which can be exhilarating. However, it can also stir up the sediment from the riverbed, bringing old, long-forgotten things to the surface. This is precisely what many are experiencing. The influx of light is illuminating the darker, denser, unhealed parts of ourselves and our collective society, pushing them into our awareness so that they can finally be addressed and, one hopes, resolved. It is a grand-scale clearing out of the attic. This acceleration, this rising tide of energy, doesn't just stir up old emotional dust. It can also manifest in more tangible and immediate ways, affecting our interactions and our physical well-being. The sheer speed at which life seems to be moving can lead to a heightened sense of pressure and intensity. Many people find their thoughts racing, their emotions amplified, their capacity for patience wearing thin. This can lead to an increase in conflict. Minor disagreements that would once be brushed aside can now escalate into significant arguments. It can feel as though everyone's nerves are just a little closer to the surface. On a larger scale, some theorists suggest this heightened energy contributes to social and political unrest. When individuals are agitated and unsettled, that can translate into collective tension. People particularly sensitive to energy, empaths, creatives, those with finely tuned nervous systems, often feel this most acutely. For them, the world can feel overwhelmingly loud, jarringly bright, and emotionally cacophonous. They may become exhausted very quickly, needing more time alone to retreat and recharge. Beyond the emotional and social realms, you may notice distinct changes in your body. In the quest to understand these widespread symptoms, some scientists and spiritual researchers have turned their attention to a fascinating planetary phenomenon known as the Schumann Resonance. In simple terms, the Schumann Resonance is the name given to the set of electromagnetic frequencies in the Earth's atmosphere, a sort of natural planetary hum. It is generated and excited by lightning discharges in the cavity formed by the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. For a long time, this frequency was observed to be remarkably stable, holding steady at approximately 7.83 Hz, a frequency that aligns closely with the alpha and the theta brainwave states in humans. These brainwave states are associated with relaxation and meditation. However, in recent years, observers who monitor these frequencies have reported something quite remarkable. The Schumann resonance has been observed to be less stable, experiencing dramatic spikes and fluctuations. At times, the frequency has been recorded reaching levels far higher than its traditional 7.83 Hz baseline. When these spikes occur, a fascinating correlation emerges. Anecdotally, many people around the world report a simultaneous intensification of Ascension symptoms. They might feel more agitated, have trouble sleeping, experience vivid dreams, feel a surge of creative energy, or conversely, a wave of profound exhaustion. The precise scientific link between these fluctuations and human consciousness and physiology is still under exploration and debate. It is as if our personal bioelectrical systems are intertwined with the planet's electromagnetic system. The first and perhaps most fundamental tool for navigating these energetic times is something called grounding. The concept is beautifully simple. It means to consciously connect your physical body and your personal energy field with the earth. In our modern lives, we spend so much of our time disconnected. We wear rubber-soled shoes that insulate us. We walk on concrete and asphalt. Grounding is the deliberate act of re-establishing that lost connection. The practice of grounding helps to stabilize your body's bioelectrical system. Much like an electrical appliance needs a ground wire to function safely and prevent a build-up of excess charge. When we are feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or spacey, it is often because our energy has become concentrated in our upper body, in our head and thoughts. Grounding provides a pathway for this excess, frantic energy to be discharged downwards. The planet has an immense capacity to absorb and transmute this dense or chaotic energy, leaving us feeling calmer, clearer, and more present in our bodies. You can perform this simple act in a variety of ways. The most direct is to make physical contact with the ground itself. If you have access to a patch of grass, a garden, or a beach, you can sit on the earth and place your hands flat on the soil or on the sand. This practice, sometimes called earthing, allows for a direct exchange of energy between your body and the planet. Its benefits can be felt almost immediately as a sense of returning to oneself. The simple, solid, unshakable presence of the ground beneath your feet can be an incredible anchor, soothing frayed nerves and bringing you into the quiet solidity of the present moment. One very effective method is to simply march in place. Stand up, begin to lift your knees, marching with deliberately heavy steps. Imagine you are a soldier on parade, but a very relaxed one. As you bring each foot down, stomp softly but firmly. Feel the vibration travel up through your leg. Consciously send your energy downwards, pushing it out through the soles of your feet. This rhythmic heavy movement can be profoundly calming. Bring your full attention to the sensation of your feet making contact with the floor. Notice the slight shift of your weight from one foot to the other. This mindful focus pulls your awareness out of the chaotic world of thought and into your body. If marching isn't appropriate, perhaps in an office or a public space, practice grounding more subtly. If sitting, place your feet flat on the floor. Uncross your legs. Gently press your feet down into the floor. Press your palms firmly onto your thighs. Press your palms onto the arms of the chair. Lean back and feel the chair support your back. Rock gently back and forth, then side to side. All these small, discrete actions help you feel embodied and anchored. Our second tool is a wonderfully quick and effective reset button for your emotional state. It is called the freeze exercise. You can do it almost anywhere at any time without anyone noticing. Use it the moment a strong emotion begins to rise, surge of anger, wave of anxiety, pang of fear. First, stop. Freeze whatever you're doing for a second. If safe, close your eyes. Then place one or both hands over your heart. Take one conscious deep breath in through your nose. Hold it briefly. Exhale slowly, perhaps with a quiet sigh. In that quiet space, ask, What am I feeling right now? Name the emotion without judgment. I'm feeling anger. There is fear here. I feel overwhelmed. Naming separates you, the observer, from the emotion. The freeze exercise interrupts the automatic loop of reaction. It gives you a moment of conscious choice. In that pause, you can decide how to respond, not just react. To repeat the steps: stop, hands on heart, breathe, name. A tiny island of stillness in the middle of a stormy sea. Our third tool is perhaps the most well-known, yet its profound power is often underestimated. It is the simple, ancient and life-giving practice of deep, conscious breathing. Your breath is the most direct and immediate link to your nervous system. By changing the rhythm and depth of your breathing, you send powerful signals of safety and calm to brain and body. This shifts you out of stress and into relaxation. For a simple daily practice, find a comfortable position, sitting upright in a chair or lying on your back. If it feels safe, gently close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath without changing it. Breathe in slowly and deeply through your nose. Let the breath travel all the way down. Let your belly expand like a balloon. Inhale for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. Make the exhale longer than the inhale. This pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Rest and digest. The long exhale signals danger has passed. It lowers stress hormones like cortisol and slows your heart rate. Repeat the cycle for 5 minutes or 10 minutes for a dramatic effect. Some people explore holotropic breathwork for deeper work. Always learn that with a trained, certified facilitator. For daily self-regulation, the gentle, deep belly breathing described is sufficient. Perhaps you start your day with 5 minutes of deep breathing before you even get out of bed. You might take a moment to stand barefoot on the grass while you drink your morning tea. Throughout the day, whenever you feel a flicker of irritation or worry, use the freeze exercise as a quick reset. And in the evening, do another 10 minutes of deep breathing to clear the stresses of the day. Eat simple, nourishing food. Drink plenty of water. Ensure you get as much rest as your body is asking for. Move your body gently each day, a short walk or simple stretches. It is also wise to limit your exposure to things that add stress, excessive news and prolonged time in front of loud, bright screens. Every small act of kindness and care you offer to yourself helps these tools work more effectively. If you are a sensitive soul, give yourself extra care and permission to rest. Your sensitivity is a gift, not a weakness. These practices are supportive, but not a substitute for professional help. If anxiety or depression becomes overwhelming or physical symptoms are severe, please seek a trusted health professional. You may not control the wind or the waves, but you can choose how you stand in your own boat, connected, grounded, and to take a slow, deep breath before you act. Remember, you are not alone in this. We are all navigating these new waters together. Be patient, be present, and breathe. You can choose to place a hand on your heart and offer yourself a moment of kindness. You can choose to ground, to remember that you are held by the earth. These seemingly small acts, practiced consistently, make all the difference. Understanding the link to broader planetary changes can bring comfort, reframing a difficult moment into a shared journey. Calm amid chaos is a skill and a practice, available to you at every breath. Inhale for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. As the earth's heartbeat shifts, so may your own, yet you can meet it with steadiness. Grounding your feet, pausing your heart and breathing your way back to center. Ground, freeze, breathe. You've got this. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more.